Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you have joined me this week. This is your weekly reading for August 11th to the 17th. So I first want to welcome those of you that are new to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time out to spend here with me today. For those of you that are returning, thank you for joining me again, and welcome back. I so appreciate all of your wonderful messages, the comments. Thank you for subscribing and sharing your stories, and you know, all of it is just overwhelming to me. So thank you so very much, Cancer. I need to share with you because, of course, I connect with your energy prior to coming on camera. With the spirit angel messages that I was receiving the butterfly. So transformation's taking place. I feel like you are finally feeling like life is maybe taking a new spin, a new direction. All right, so transformation's taking place. See that beautiful butterfly. You are growing, you are evolving. And then when I was, of course, I shuffle all of the cards. And with the last number, I got 0909. So we'll see if that's part of your energy this week. But that was all about new beginnings. So see, transformations, butterfly, and new beginnings. About time, right, Cancer? I bet all of you are saying, yeah, you better be right, because I am ready for this. So let's see what comes about with your reading today. All right, let's get your angel message. We're going to reveal it at the end of the reading. We'll find out what that card is. All right, and now let's get into these incoming energies. We see butterflies. We better see some transformations because we want positive transformations. We are, as Cancerians, right? You're saying we are deserving of this energy. All right, let's see what comes in for you. Spirit angels, guides. Beautiful sign, Cancer. Incoming energies. We've got a fear. Oh, well, aren't we all fearful? Happens, right? We've got a world where we live in a little bit of fear as well. But you know what? You're taking the action that's necessary to fight those fears. It's fearful. It's fear of not knowing what the future holds. It's, you know, it's the unknown. It's always that unknown. Number 5, energy, standing in darkness, but we can see. Okay, so fear is an illusion. It's not really happening. It's how we feel inside. Life's circumstances cause us fear. People, relationships, jobs, toxic people, you know, all of those things are outer circumstances, the things that are happening in the world. Like, there's never a moment where it doesn't go through our minds that we're fearful. It's how we deal with it. Okay, so I think that this is something that you're actually taking action with, which is really, really transformational in itself. Because with the fear card, you also got number 2, planning and action. Starting to set some really good plans for yourself. I think that for some of you, fear of change, okay, fear of the transformation, fear of the butterfly, fear of the new beginning. But you know what? The planning and the action, this is showing that, you know what, you're fighting the fear. You're saying, okay, you know what, I have choices here. It's always up to me, right? I have choice. I can live in the fear, or I can start making some steps forward. Because by making the steps forward brings strength. Inwardly, outwardly, so you're bringing in that strength, and then those plans that you're starting to put together, you're starting to be able to figure out how you create action behind that plan. So the energy that you need in order to facilitate a plan releases the fear. You're outweighing the fear by planning and putting those plans into action. Great start. These are your current energies. Cancer, you're taking the steps, even if they're tiny steps, even if they're not even steps that are physical steps. Maybe you're building something inside you. You know, that is so important. Just know that you are taking the right steps towards facing your fear and then finally putting those plans that you've been thinking about for a long time. Don't let anything stand in your way. Start putting them into action. Number 7, intention, the honoring path. You know, I think this is a great achievement card, to be honest. You are achieving something in your life. Maybe it is a success that you feel, a personal transformation. There's something changing. Maybe it is outwardly. It's going to be different for each of you, Cancer. All of you are so beautiful and so unique. So you're going to see these readings differently. But the honoring path is something you need to be rewarded for something. You are being rewarded for something. You're walking a path of honor, meaning that you are being rewarded. You are being encouraged. There's a lot of encouragement in this card. There's a lot of success in this card as well. So with number 8, consciousness and the happy success, Some of you are achieving something. Maybe it's a higher job position. Maybe it's more money. Maybe you're winning a battle of some sort. Maybe you are just feeling like life is shining down on you. You feel the transformation's been in the air for a long time. You're releasing that fear of whatever that is, and you're finally being able to put those plans into action. There is success behind everything that you are doing. And with that number 4 consciousness, we've got the great gratitude showing that there's multiple blessings coming in for you. Not just 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like, look at all these birds. They're communicating something with you. And you're starting to see that success is, there's so many different levels of success in life. And I feel like the honoring path is you yourself are rewarding yourself, giving yourself sort of a pat on the back and saying, you know what, that took a lot for me to face. And I am achieving something. I feel I'm at a successful point in my life. I'm releasing the fear. I'm not afraid of what tomorrow holds for me because I am setting some plans in motion and I'm ready to take action with those plans. All right, Cancer, let's get your tarot cards. We're getting 9 cards. We're going to start with the first 3. We're going to go a little deeper. We're going to find out a little bit more what's happening here. So let's start with those first 3 cards and then we're going to clarify them. This is for the beautiful sign, Cancer. Spirit, angels, guides. Something to be celebrated. See, you are on an honoring path. You are celebrating something. Yeah, the wheel is turning for you. Wow, wow, wow. These are huge cards. 2 major arcana cards. Let's remember, in a tarot deck, there's 78 cards in total. 56 of them are called the minor arcana. The other 22 are the major arcana. So those 22 are the major things that are happening in your life right now. So you've got a lot of transformations taking place. We certainly have something to celebrate here with the 3 of Cups. So celebrations, celebrating with people that you want to celebrate with. This is family events. This is social activities. This is community events where you are happy, you are joyful. This is your soul tribe. This is your support system. These are people that share in your joy. These are people that walk the honoring path with you. They're the people that are applauding you for all of the wonderful hard work that you've been putting into things in your life. And you know what? You never for one moment don't show how grateful you are for all of these wonderful blessings. And this is why with the great gratitude, showing that gratitude brings in even more blessings. So this is a lovely way to start your reading. The Judgment, number 20, is a renewal. Releasing the things from the past that cause fear, moving forward, planning, putting things into action, celebrating joy, being at your most positive, even in those times of darkness when you're not sure how you can even begin to feel positive. You somehow have the courage to pull that yourself out of it. All right, and you pull yourself into that positive energy. The Judgment card is reevaluating the past in a compassionate way to bring a renewal. And the universe is supporting all of this change because the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, is showing that fortunate events are happening. Look at all the butterflies here, the transformations that are taking place. In fact, when you look at this card, first of all, it's green. That's your heart chakra. This is a transformation that hits your heart deeply. You are ready. You are personally ready for this transformation. We've got the Pentacles, the Swords, the Cups, the Wands. We're inspired. We're heartfelt. We are clear. We have clarity, and we are grounded. We are ready to make the changes. We are ready to accept the changes that the universe is sending our way. The wheel is changing for you. 3 of Cups and the Judgment. You're celebrating because there's a new renewal. A new renewal is taking place for you, Cancer. Okay, and oh, you know what? That was at the bottom. Interesting. This one, when I went to pick up the deck, this one didn't go in with the rest of the deck, so I'm taking that one for sure. In fact, I think it has a lot to do with the whole basis of the reading, so I'm going to read it separately. We've got the 6 of Swords here. See, you're celebrating this new renewal because you're moving out of the darkness. You're moving into a more positive light. All right, so the light at the end of the tunnel, certainly, okay? And you courageously are taking the steps and planning and putting the action behind releasing the fears, moving towards peace, right? Peace. I'm going to read that later. Sorry, we're going to now do the Judgment and the Wheel. See, circumstances. I almost feel like the universe is changing your circumstance in a way, and it's something that's destined for you. It's a new beginning here. You're realizing that it's time for a new beginning. All right, so let's get, okay, you got 2 cards. Yeah, oh, wow. Wow, beautiful cards for you this week. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and we've got the Ten of Cups. So we've got both cards that are coming out here to clarify the Judgment, number 20, and the number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Nine of Pentacles, I really feel like financially, I think if you've had some fears about making plans for the future and putting those plans into action is because maybe finances, you haven't been quite sure about your financial stability. I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is just an indication from the universe to say that finances are in very good shape. In fact, in better shape than maybe you think. I think there is something to be celebrated here. So again, finances could be restructuring for you. Could be in small, could be big, but whatever the case may be, it's starting to show that there's much growth here. And it's really, there's a great sense of independence with this Nine of Pentacles. So this is, again, you should be applauded. The success that you're feeling and the honoring path has a lot to do with the fact that you have independently stood strong here. And now it's time for you to reap the benefits of that as well. With the Ten of Cups, the rainbow after the storm. Again, you're moving in a whole new direction. The fears that you have had are subsiding because you're seeing that life is full of joy. Life is full of love. There's a lot to celebrate here with this Ten of Cups. For some of you, it really could be a whole new way of looking at a relationship. Maybe your relationship is going through a whole new phase. The circumstances are changing for you in a very positive way. Again, it's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and the rainbow is really the encouragement of all the love and support that you have around you as well. So lots of that. With the Ten of Pentacles that I said, when I went to go pick up the deck, it wouldn't pick up. So it's a message, all right? You've got 3 tens in your reading, 10, 10, 10. So some things in your life are certainly coming to the end of its chapter, and I think you are really ready for a whole new rebirth. The Ten of Pentacles is about family. It's about inheritance. It's about financial wealth. It's about leaving a legacy. It's about your health. It's about your long-term relationships, your friendships, your family. It's all of it rolled into one, because the Ten of Pentacles is what we are always striving and working towards. It's about creating a wonderful sense of stability in our lives. And I feel like this reading has a lot to do with long-term things in your life. All the things that you are building up to bring something long-term. So let's keep going here. We've got the next 3 cards for you, Cancer. Let's see what the next 3 cards are. Spirit, angels, gods. We got 1 there, 2, and 1 more, please. Thank you. I believe you are showing up in your own reading. 3 of Swords. Scorpio also had the 3 of Swords in their reading, so I don't know if you are connected to Scorpio in any way with your birth chart, rising sign. But the 3 of Swords is a healing card, okay? But you see the sun that's starting to come out. Again, our heart has been pierced. Something could have something in connection with why you've been fearful to move on, because you are still going through some sort of a healing process. But there is something to be celebrated. Remember, you've got the 3 of Cups to the left of the 3 of Swords. 2 3s. Time for change. It's time for growth, all right? Your time to put those plans into action. It's time to heal from whatever it is that caused that disruption personally. And again, 3 of Swords can be any disappointments that we feel in life. It can be minor and it can be extreme. It's going to be different for each of you. You're moving away from that because the 6 of Swords shows that you're moving in a new direction. And the Judgment card, being a major arcana card, shows that you are evaluating the past hurts, the things in the past that hurt you deeply, and you are finding out what it is you need to bring in this fresh new renewal. And you've got the universe that is backing you up 100% with the Wheel of Fortune. The King of Swords in the center of your reading could be a supporting energy in your life. It also could be you. There's no gender with these cards, but the King, of course, is very, very intelligent. Not so much, they're not romantic. They're certainly not, they're all about the numbers. They're all about the information. They're very intellectual. So you're not going to get a lot of feeling from the King of Swords, but sometimes in life we need directness. We need the clarity. We need the information. And I think it's the seeker of knowledge. I feel like you are getting some sort of insight here. The insight helps you heal. It helps you grow. And with the Queen of Cups underneath it, it could be a supporting, again, this could be somebody supporting in your life, this King of Swords, whether it's masculine, feminine, or no gender energy. It could certainly be somebody who's very mature, very intellectual, very intelligent. Could be somebody you're seeking out for professional advice as well. Maybe they're helping you with some sort of healing here. Queen of Cups is definitely your energy, Cancer. I believe it's you showing up in your own reading. Let's now get the Three of Swords and the King of Swords. I do believe that you are seeking some sort of advice or some sort of counsel to help you with something with the Three of Swords, to get closure from it, to be able to put it behind you. And you've got the Three of Cups again. Yeah, you're celebrating a win here. There's a win for sure. You are on the road to success. And if you haven't been feeling it, I think you're going to slowly but surely start to feel it. You know, we just went through Lionsgate. Lionsgate on August 8th, of course, being the pivotal point of Lionsgate. Being August 11th right now, we're also moving out of the Mercury retrograde. We've got lots of wonderful aspects, planetary aspects going on in that sense. Three of Cups, time to celebrate that you are healing from something. And I think that there's a supportive energy around you that's bringing you some good news and bringing you clarity. And this is why it's time for a celebration. King of Swords, Queen of Cups. Let's find out with the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And we've got a Fool energy, moving on in a new adventure, onto a new adventure, opening up, you know, releasing the fear. Now, fear can be the fear of something exciting happening in your life as well. Like, fear doesn't always have to be negative, okay? Depends on how we look at things. We're all different. We all see things differently. But this fear could be fear of excitement, because I do believe something long-term is changing for you. You are setting some new plans for yourself, and I believe that you are right at that pivotal moment of really putting them into action. The Fool energy is the beginning of the major arcana, so it's the beginning of the Fool's journey. Unexpected events are happening, and the rainbow is really circulating over top of you to show that the transformations that are taking place for you, Cancer, are positive transformations. This is a new direction that your life is taking you. Are you up for the challenge? Are you up for it? Because the challenge is rewarding. I believe this is a challenge is probably the wrong word. I want to say adventure, because this, are you up for the adventure? Because it looks like there's a lot of celebrations. Looks like engagements, marriages, retirements, birthdays, something where your heart is connected to this, and you are certainly moving past anything in your life that has caused some pain. All right. Pardon me. We have the 8, the Strength card, Leo energy. This is full. You are so full of confidence right now. You are, it's beaming through you. I think it's because you're starting to see that there are some blessings coming in, and that the fear that you've been feeling is starting to subside. The Strength is helping you transform your energy. Again, you are protected. You've got a lot of strength in healing right here, and this is a time for you to celebrate. Queen of Swords right beside the King of Swords could be a powerful duo. Again, could be very much your energy, Cancer, especially if you know your birth chart and you have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in your chart. Queen of Swords, again, being very direct. I think that because Mercury retrograde is Mercury's going direct, I think that you're starting to see things a lot clearer. The reason you're seeing things clearer is because of number 12, the Hanged Woman. This is looking at your life from a different lens, from a new perspective. You have the strength to now do it. The transformations that are taking place, you're not fearful of them because you're opening up your mind to look at things differently. When we have the capability of looking at things differently, we go through a whole sense of enlightenment. Look at all the purple that you have laying here in your reading. That purple shows that you have a greater sense of awareness. You're connecting on a different level, so you're understanding things differently. Let's look at Strength and the Queen of Swords for the beautiful sign, Cancer. You got now the Queen of Cups. See, you are the one that's going through this clarity moment. You are the one that has the strength to look at your situation differently. Remember, no gender. There is a lot of feminine energy in your reading this week, looking at things from a softer side. Even though the Queen of Swords is direct, she's bringing the information directly to you so that you can communicate what it is you need. But you can still communicate it with that heart, with that caring, with that nurturing energy. So I feel like there's a lot of support systems around you, trusting in your intuition as you are guided down through a new path. Queen of Swords and the Hanged Woman is the new clarity that is coming, and it's because you yourself have realized that it's time to take a little bit of a time out and look at the situation differently. Okay, I hope that most of you stick through the end of this reading, because to see number 19, the Sun, is honestly, it is such a bonus because it's the most positive. It's the most positive card in all of the major arcana. It means that everything. Yes, you've gone through a lot, Cancer, and you probably are still going through parts of it. but the sun is showing you that you can release yourself from the fear. Things are happening for your betterment for the long term. Energy-wise, you're feeling revitalized. It's like it's a boost of energy. It's like taking a multi-pack of vitamins and going, wow, do I ever feel great. My energy is improving. The plans that I'm making, I'm ready to put action behind them because I feel the energy of the sun. I feel the positive energy. I'm looking at my life from different circumstance and I'm letting go of the things that I cannot change. Sometimes in life, there's circumstances we cannot change. So we either accept them or we continue to go down sort of that sense of fear. But I feel like you're changing your whole perspective and you are really following your intuition because for some reason this week your intuition is really guiding you quite strongly. It's something to be grateful for because I do believe you're receiving multiple messages towards your own personal success. Success is measured in so many different ways, Cancer. So whatever that means to you, think about how that means to you, what that success is, because this is certainly coming in for you. All right, it's beautiful. This is beautiful. This is nice to see, especially after last week. We had those 10. We have been having 10 of Swords in your readings for the past couple of weeks. You have been really working on changing your circumstances and really trying to figure out how to let go. And I feel like this is exactly in alignment with being able to let go. The sun, the Six of Swords, moving in a new direction, feeling the healing effects of the sun brings that beautiful rainbow. The obstacles are starting to close out, and you're seeing that this is all going to pay out for you long term in so many different ways. Your angel messages. Let's see what the angels would like to share with you, Cancer. We've got one there. Anything else? So we just have the one right now. It might, we'll see if it asks me to take another card. But in the midst of all this, we've got number 17, all right? Number 17 is the fire spirit. Fire spirit is something I think that is inside of you right now, and I think this is why things are transforming nicely for you. Remember, fire spirit is sun energy. The sun rules Leo. We are in Leo season. You've also got number 8, the strength card, also Leo energy. So again, feeling that fiery spirit within you. So it's incredible vitality. It's a life force energy and passion. They're all expanding in your life right now. If you start to feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire. Speak your truth, which you are definitely doing with the King and Queen of Swords. Let the light of the Creator surge through you. And this all has to do in connection with all of those purple cards being that great sense of awareness. Again, you're going through that beautiful transformation where you yourself are that fiery energy. They want me to read the bottom card. Expansion. When I look at expansion, I see the great gratitude. I feel like the tree of stability is bearing so much fruit for you. Number 37. Number 37 in numerology is the number 10. So we see that something is coming to completion because the spirit guardian of the summer is all about expansion, putting those plans into action. The expansion creates your 10 of Pentacles. Remember 37, number 10, 10 of Pentacles, right? We're expanding into something new. We're creating a stronger, solid foundation. It says work with passion and do not hold back. Take positive steps in the direction of your dreams now in order to reap the harvest later. That's that 10 of Pentacles. Your hard work will result in abundance, bounty, and beauty. You need to celebrate. We've got the 3 of Cups twice. Celebrate. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Enjoy all of those fruits that you've been nurturing. Yeah, this is your hard work. The efforts of your hard work are finally starting to pay off. Fantastic. All right, let's look at your final angel number and let's see what the message is behind it. You got good fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Number 1331. Good fortune. There's advice coming. Fantastic. Comfort. A major change. Individuality and independence. That's that 9 of Pentacles. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a confronting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. So see, things are working out in your favor, and we could see it, and it was indicated by some of the cards that first came out in this reading, and especially with this 10 of Pentacles, that was a huge indication as to what's outlining here in your reading. All right, I want to thank you very much, Cancer, for joining me today. I certainly hope that parts, or if not all of this reading resonates with you. I appreciate your time, your love, your support, and until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.